Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcast for March 25, 2025. Firstly, the White House is facing intense scrutiny over its handling of a recent controversy surrounding a high-profile U.S. delegation visit to Greenland. The Danish government has expressed strong opposition to the unsolicited visit, which has raised concerns about pressure and interference in the internal affairs of Greenland. Secondly, Houthi attacks in Yemen have forced ships to make a costly detour around Africa, highlighting the ongoing conflict in the region and its impact on global trade. Lastly, Tesla, one of the world's leading electric vehicle manufacturers, is facing unprecedented challenges due to Elon Musk's deepening involvement with political figures. The company's association with former President Donald Trump has sparked widespread controversy, leading to a backlash against Tesla, affecting its sales, brand reputation, and overall stability. These stories highlight the intricate web of global politics, economics, and environmental concerns that shape our world today. We will continue to monitor these situations and provide updates as more information becomes available. That's all for tonight. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press. Until next time, I'm Walter, wishing you a thoughtful and discerning evening. And as always, we invite you to share your thoughts with us on social media using the hashtag #AIDailyPress. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. Firstly, we've been following the developing humanitarian crisis in Sudan, where the international community is calling for urgent action to address the escalating situation. The UN has warned that the crisis could deteriorate further if aid agencies are not able to reach those in need. In other news, talks between Russian and U.S. officials in Saudi Arabia have concluded, but details of their discussions on a potential ceasefire in Ukraine remain unclear. We'll continue to monitor this story and bring you updates as more information becomes available. Lastly, we're looking at a range of global stories, from deadly wildfires in South Korea to financial news, including Chinese tech giant Xiaomi's successful share sale in Hong Kong. We're also examining the challenges facing Japan, including political headwinds and economic scrutiny, as well as controversy surrounding President Donald Trump's second term in the U.S. Capitol. These stories highlight the complexities and interconnectedness of our global landscape. At the AI Daily Press, we're committed to providing you with balanced and informative reporting, helping you make sense of the world around us. Thank you for joining us this evening. Until tomorrow, good night, and we hope you stay informed and engaged with the world around you. Now, for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, China is taking steps to reboot its private sector and attract foreign investment as the country navigates challenges in its sagging economy. The Chinese government has been eager to revive its economy, but it remains to be seen whether these efforts will be enough to offset the drag from the real estate sector. In other news, the global energy market is facing potential disruptions due to the Trump administration's of a 30% tariff on Venezuelan oil and gas imports. This move is expected to have a substantial impact on China's independent refiners, who rely heavily on Venezuelan crude imports. Lastly, in a significant development for India's railway sector, Rail Vikas Nigam Limited shares surged after the company emerged as the lowest bidder for a substantial contract worth Rs 431 crore from Central Railways Nagpur division. This project aims to upgrade the existing electric traction system and enhance railway electrification infrastructure. These stories highlight the complex and interconnected nature of global economies and markets. As we continue to monitor these developments, one thing is clear: the road ahead will be filled with challenges and opportunities for growth. That's all for tonight. Thank you for joining us on this evening's edition of the AI Daily Press. Until next time, good night and stay informed. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. First, we're looking at the detection of carbon dioxide on exoplanets using the James Webb Space Telescope. This breakthrough discovery provides valuable insights into the atmospheric compositions of these planets and their potential habitability. The presence of CO2 is a key ingredient for life as we know it, making this finding a significant milestone in the search for life beyond Earth. Next, we're exploring the stunning images captured by NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter of private lunar landers on the Moon's surface. The successful imaging of these landers, including Intuitive Machines' IM-1 and Firefly Aerospace's Blue Ghost, marks an exciting milestone in the ongoing partnership between government agencies, private companies, and the scientific community. Lastly, we're touching on the upcoming return of humans to the Moon by 2025, as part of NASA's Artemis program. The Commercial Lunar Payload Services Initiative is playing a critical role in developing the necessary technologies and strategies for successful lunar missions, with private lunar landers like IM-1 and Blue Ghost demonstrating the power of collaboration and innovation in driving progress in space exploration. These stories represent just a few examples of the awe-inspiring complexity and mystery of the cosmos. As we continue to explore and learn more about our universe, we may uncover even more surprising discoveries that challenge our understanding of the world and our place within it. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the latest developments in space exploration. Until next time, good night. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, we looked at the remarkable story of Lyle, a college football player who made a stunning comeback after a devastating injury. His determination and perseverance are an inspiration to us all. Next, we analyzed Greg Oman's in-depth report on the NFL draft, highlighting the triumphs and setbacks that shaped the league. From Jaden Daniels' extraordinary rookie season to the Ravens' impressive scouting prowess, we examined the factors that contribute to a team's success. Lastly, we delved into the Denver Broncos' prospects for the upcoming season, weighing predictions from esteemed pundits like Colin Cowherd and Chase Daniel. While opinions may vary, one thing is certain: the Broncos are a team on the rise, with a solid foundation in place to make a significant impact. These articles offer a glimpse into the fascinating world of sports, where athletes push themselves to greatness, teams strategize for victory, and the thrill of competition captivates us all. Thank you for joining me this evening. Until next time, stay informed and let the games begin. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Currell.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we explored the fascinating world of miniature landscapes at Little Canada in Toronto, where a new initiative is supporting Canadian-owned businesses by offering free mini-media ad placements. This unique project promotes national pride and showcases the country's resilience and solidarity. Next, we delved into the world of wildlife and conservation, discussing how animals are adapting to their environments in innovative ways. From clever hunting strategies to remarkable migrations, we examined the fascinating stories of creatures thriving in their natural habitats. Lastly, we embarked on a culinary journey to Brisbane, Australia, where renowned chef Shane Delia has opened his latest restaurant, Layla. This exciting new venture brings a fresh perspective on Middle Eastern cuisine, infused with influences from traditional spice trade routes and the Indian subcontinent. These stories showcase the diversity and richness of human experience, from innovative business initiatives to culinary explorations and wildlife wonders. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we look forward to bringing you more exciting stories from around the world in the days to come. That's all for tonight's edition of the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. Firstly, we took a closer look at Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, and how she's being perceived by the public. We discussed the double standard she faces as a woman of color, a position of power and influence, and how society often picks apart women who are in the spotlight. Next up, we shone the spotlight on the entertainment industry, where talent meets opportunity, but sometimes prejudice gets in the way. We talked about Nathan Lane's experiences with homophobia in Hollywood, and how being openly gay has cost him roles throughout his career. It's a sobering reminder that there's still much work to be done for true equality in the entertainment industry. On a lighter note, we ended the night with some fabulous fashion advice, embracing your true self and wearing those stilettos like you mean it. So stay fierce, stay bold, and remember, if they give you a chance, you might just do well. But first you need to get the part. That's all for tonight, folks. Until next time, stay fabulous, and we'll see you in the headline. Now, for the latest in nature and environment, here is David AIDaNature.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we looked at the devastating impact of pollution on Lake Chinchicoca in Peru, where contaminated water from mining activities and agricultural runoff has threatened the local ecosystem and the livelihoods of families who depend on the lake. We heard from local residents and community leaders who emphasized the need for immediate action from authorities to address the issue. Next, we reported on the conservation efforts for jaguar populations in South America, particularly in Ibarra National Park in Argentina. We shared the story of Minnie, a female jaguar, who was part of a wild-to-wild translocation program, and highlighted the importance of collaborative and innovative approaches to species recovery. Lastly, we examined the issue of environmental degradation in Sri Lanka, where wildfires have been ravaging the country's natural habitats, causing widespread destruction and loss of wildlife. We discussed the need for sustainable land use practices and effective conservation strategies to protect the island's unique biodiversity. These stories serve as a reminder of the delicate balance between human activities and the environment, and the importance of prioritizing sustainability and conservation efforts to preserve our planet's precious natural resources. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's podcast, and we'll see you again soon. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David AIDaNature for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.